Today, I'm going to be taking a trip with East Midlands Railway along the Midland Main Line from Nottingham to London. I'll be riding on one of their Class 222 Meridian trains before they start to be replaced by the new Class 810 Auroras this upcoming year. I will also be travelling in first class on this journey and seeing whether I think it's worth the upgrade. Hey everyone, G loves trains here. I've just made my way to Nottingham station, ready for my first class EMR ride down to London. I can't wait for this, but it is pretty cold out here this morning, so I'm gonna head on straight inside the station. So my train departs at 8:50, but it should be pulling into platform 3A at 8:39. And I have just noticed up on the screen that there is a short formation on this train today, so I think it's usually 7 coaches, but today it's 5. Here's my train. I initially thought the 5-coach intercity sets were made up of 3 standard class and 2 first class coaches. However, upon boarding, I soon realised this wasn't the case. It was more like 1.5 coaches of first class seating. So when I bought my ticket, I did get given a seat reservation, but I was emailed 2 days ago saying that there are no longer any seat reservations on this service.
I'd like to apologise on behalf of East Midlands Railway. We're having issues with our reservation system, hence why the reservations are not showing on the screens.
Well, there we go then, that's the reason why. I have sat myself down in a solo seat. I initially sat myself down at the back of the coach, but I noticed it said declassified, and that down there is now standard class, so I wasn't too sure. I've just moved back. Definitely says first class here. We departed Turbostar Central on time, ready for the 1 hour 37-minute journey down to St Pancras International. It might not be the longest ride I've ever had, but I was sure to make the most of it.
Good morning and a very warm welcome aboard this 0850 East Midlands Railway to London St Pancras International. Service will be calling at Leicester, Market, Harbour, Kettering and finally land at St Pancras International. We're expected to arrive at 10:27.
In first class, you'll find a mix of solo seats, 4-seater tables and tables for 2. I can't say how my seat compared with a standard class one, as I've never sat in a standard class seat on a Meridian. I should probably look to do that at some point. So here at my seat, it is a reclinable one. There's armrests, I've got my own table, there's a plug socket down beside me, there's also curtains, and up there, happy to see, there is actually a double jointed knicker hook. There is a menu here on my table. You've got a section for breakfast, then a rest of the day section and a drink section. So focusing on breakfast then, it says there's freshly filled hot rolls including a vegetarian and vegan option, porridge, more porridge, morning pastries and flavoured yoghurt. Now I don't think it actually says on here, but on EMR's website it does say that the hot rolls are only available Monday to Friday, and of course it is a Saturday that I'm making this journey, but it did also say that instead there would be like a cold sandwich option, so I'll just have to ask when the host comes down.
In a few moments time, this service will arrive at Leicester. Changing of services to Melton Mowbray, Oakham, Stansted, Peterborough, Coventry,
After calling at Leicester, the food and drinks trolley came down. Now there wasn't a sandwich option like it said on EMR's website, but the other cold food items listed on the menu were available. I've got to say the two first class hosts were very friendly and helpful, and if you've got any dietary requirements, they will happily help you out. They found an item for me, which was this tasty granola bar. I also got a coffee and was pleasantly surprised to see they offered oat milk. I love this EMR cup. It's definitely one to add to my train cup collection. It's a Christmassy one, isn't it, this one? We called at the penultimate stop of Kettering before the train ran non-stop for 50 minutes down to St Pancras. And in thinking about it, 50 minutes is over half the entire journey. But as I usually do on train rides, I connected to the onboard Wi-Fi, which was easy enough to do, stuck my earphones in and listened to a few tunes. I'll talk about the cost of the journey a bit more later on, but I did pay just £3.70 to upgrade to first class, and I have upgraded to first class pretty cheaply on TFW before, but £3.70 has got to be the lowest I've ever paid to upgrade. I mean, the coffee and the granola bar covers the cost of that alone. There are big accessible toilets on these intercity trains. The lit up mirror within definitely caught my eye. I always say this when I'm on a Voyager, but I love these bendy bits by the doors. Yeah, standing here in the vestibule, it proper does remind me of being on a class 221 or 220. I booked my ticket for this trip several days beforehand on EMR's website. For this particular service, a standard class advanced single with a rail card would have cost me £24.60, but for first class I paid just £28.30. A brilliantly priced upgrade indeed.
We'll shortly be arriving into St Pancras International with this train terminates. Before leaving the train, please ensure you have all your luggage and personal belongings with you. And on behalf of East Midlands Railway and the entire work crew, we'd like to thank you all for travelling with us this morning. Hope you had a pleasant and comfortable journey. Next and final station call, St Pancras International. All change, please.
Goodbye Meridian, hello London. Well, I really enjoyed that first class ride with EMR. I wouldn't say it's the best first class ever, but it may well be the best value for money. I'm going with it is. For just £3.70 extra, I got a solo seat, a drink and a snack. I say snack, that granola bar actually filled me up more than most meals have done on trains. And I think a lot of people do choose to pay that little bit extra to go first class with EMR. And I don't blame them, it's definitely value for money. Cheers for watching everyone, bye! It's time to add my EMR cup to the collection. Oh, if I can stand it up. Huzzah! There we go.